gon' hate, and it's all regardless. Positive or negative, enemy, a friend, or foe, a relative. So say what you want, do what you feel, long as it's 100 that you're doing it real. Say
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our new family, to the Big Money, No Problems Talk podcast show. It's our first
What's
episode.
up, y'all?
You already know. I'm Chuck, a.k.a. Big Will, with my brother from another, A.G., a.k.a. Mr. Eliana Jones. You already know.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, man, let me go ahead and bring in the guest of the evening, young boy from out the DMV. Let me go ahead and bring him in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you go. There you go. Can you hear us? You in there?
Yo.
Already, we got you.
What's up, brother? What's up?
Long time no see, man.
I see.
It.
I see. So, you already know, man. So what you been up to, man? Shoot, go ahead and introduce yourself first, man. Go ahead before you
That
answer.
boy B, man. Shit. Where have y'all been, bro?
You already know what it is, man. Just moving as usual. You already know.
Yes, sir. Yes,
In
sir.
and out of life's travels, man. You know what I mean?
You know, fatherhood had me in my hiatus, man. So that's what I've been on for real.
Hey, welcome to the club, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what's up. So yeah, we up in here today, man. Shoot. Hey, let me first off say, so everybody stay safe. I know with this quarantine going on with that coronavirus, it's a killer out there, man. So we just hoping everybody stay safe, man, as we get through. You know what I'm
Wash them hands.
Already.
Man. You know what I mean? Sanitize. You know what I mean?
Please do. You know what I'm saying? Please do.
Some of y'all got sinuses and shit, you know what I mean? But just keep the cough to a minute.
You already know.
You know
It's crazy. But nah, yeah. So before we get into it, man, let's go ahead and talk about what we about to talk about today. First, let me go ahead and give y'all a breakdown. We started this podcast, man. Everybody in this shop right now that's on this conversation right now, we all family. You already know that BMNP fam, and you know what I'm saying? This is a movement that's been going on, honestly, for like almost 10 years? It's been a minute.
We about 10 years strong.
Yeah. So, we just trying to explore all these platforms and avenues to go ahead and get this movement out there. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, first topic of conversation, jump right right into it. Go ahead, B, let them know what you really do out there.
Oh yeah, I'm the man with the music, man. So I'm an artist, writer. I try to do a little producing here and there as well. So that's what I be on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very, very talented, I might add. Very talented. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
I'm in the presence of greatness, man.
Shoot, we still trying to figure out why he ain't in the mainstreams yet, but he gonna get there.
Hey,
yeah, we ain't worried about it. He ain't worried about it.
For me, it'll be.
Real, I put you up against about, half the industry right now, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Likewise.
Yes, sir. So this the reason we brought this man in right here today, man, because the conversation it's crazy in the game right now when we talking about this music, and we kind of want to have me and the bruh AG, we kind of from that old school. We ain't too old school, but we from that era. You know what I'm saying? Growing up with the Biggies, the Pops, the Jigga before he became you already know. So we in that era.
I'm old Southern nigga. You know
what
I'm
saying? We talk about
UGK and Outkast. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Screw, all them boys out there. You know what I'm saying? So and we got B right here that young. So we just kind of want to talk about just that change in that hip hop culture, like what's really going on right now. So with B, man, what's your thoughts on it right now? Like, you know what I'm saying, with this culture? What you think about the changes from then to now?
Well, for me, it's a bit of both, because I got a hate and love relationship with it, because like y'all, I grew up on all of that as well. I'm in that middle age where pretty much like I grew up on that, and I was kind of introduced to this along the way, and I kind of grew into it as well. So all that turn up music and stuff like that, it's a time and place for it too. So everybody got their own lane. So I actually love it for real. So everybody got their way to eat, with streaming and everything now too. All of that come into play. So
exactly. And that's the crazy thing. But me and the big bro over here, AG, what we was talking earlier, man, it was kind of crazy because we was talking about it before, just about how just the quality of the music is just totally different now. We was talking about back in the day when you had the three verses, the hooks, and you know what I'm saying, the
you
4,
had,
6
you had,
all the way.
you had three verses, damn near 4 hooks. You know what I mean?
The bridge,
you know
all that.
Yeah, real deal. Now,
that true ride out music. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that make you really
tossing
feel
out
it.
snippets now.
That's pretty much what it is.
Verses like 16 when they were 16 bars. You know what I mean? Now it's like 2 verses, 12 bars. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Shoot, you got
might try to squeeze in 8 on you. You know what I mean? Damn, what the rest of that motherfucker?
You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy thing because now songs is like 2 minutes and 15 seconds, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And it's almost like music ain't made no more for the time. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, music was timely. Like now it's moments.
Hey, a song is damn near like what most cats intros was. You know what I mean? Back in the day. You know what I mean? Hey, an intro was damn near 2 minutes. Now a full song. You know what I mean? Hook and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 minutes.
And as soon as somebody drop a project, it's already on to the next. So it's like,
and that's
ain't
the
no
crazy
longevity in it either. So
it's the crazy thing. So would you be? What kind of got you involved in it though in this hip hop game? Like when did you all start out?
I started back as a kid, man. I can't even put an age on it. I was like a young and just writing notes in my little composition book back in elementary school. But like towards high schoolish, getting ready to graduate, I kind of took it serious. And that's kind of like when we linked up and, you know, I sent you some music off the string just because I knew you was fucking with some music. And I was like, oh, yeah, let me just toss you something just to see, you know, that was like my first time actually like sending somebody else my music to listen to. And, you know, once I got some good feedback, I'm like, okay, maybe I am as good as I think I am in my head. So, and just, took it seriously and just actually started, you know, putting some time in, putting some more effort in. And of course, life along the way, you know, experiences just kind of help you go ahead and turn that into lyrics, and the rest is history, you know.
And that's real talk, man.
My bad, Charles.
Nah, you good with it. I was gonna say, man, real talk is just crazy because when he first started sending me stuff, this was back in like, I want to say, like 2010, 2009, 2010. And so he was sending me stuff, and I was like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy. This little nigga can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like
back to back.
Yeah, he wasn't bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like he was just sending me stuff like back and forth. I was like, hold up, man. You got something right here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, AG.
I think I came into play maybe what was that? Maybe around 2012, 2013, maybe. And that's when matter of fact, shout out Will Folks. You know what I mean? That's when Folks introduced. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I remember the emails was just jumping back and forth. You know what I mean? It was just so much music going back and forth. Like it was crazy. You know what I mean?
And that's the crazy thing.
I remember hearing some of B shit, and I'm like, I was telling Chuck, I was like, damn, this nigga here, he got spit. This nigga spitting.
No, I appreciate it, man. And that means a lot coming from you too, man. I tell everybody, I'm like, yo, AG, that nigga when it comes to these bars, man. Like every time I need a feature, toss it y'all way, and you already know what to do, man.
Gratitude, bro. Gratitude. Because we actually worked on maybe about 4 or 5 tracks together.
Yes, sir.
Loyalty over everything, Death Before Dishonor.
Ace, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out Ace.
Shout out to Ace Boogie. Hey, she's doing her thing right now with her Ben Cole project. You know what I mean? I think
definitely about to get her on here too.
Exactly.
She got Don Tripp on the feature.
There you go.
Shout out to Ace and Phenomenal Records doing their thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Let me go get that love to my man Jig too. He will be on here next coming soon. One of the top producers that most people don't know about. Super producer.
Will.
Exactly. So
matter of fact, Jig produced the Man's World. You know what I mean? The Man's World. Check out that boy B on YouTube. You know what I mean? And just see some beginning projects. You know what I'm saying? Man's World. Produced by Jig the God.
Matter of fact, the 2 videos he shot produced by Jig the God.
Yes, sir.
In-house,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You already know. So in terms of influences, man, who you looking at? Who was you looking at back then, or who you looking at now right now?
I had a lot, of course, you know, the greats, but as of more recently, as I started taking this more seriously, I kind of molded my music off of the shit I listen to for real. For like, I actually do listen to a lot of Drake. Drake ain't missed yet. You know what I mean? Like with
Shout out Drake.
the mixture of, you know, lyricism as well as, you know, the melodies and whatnot too. So I love all that shit. So I make the same type of music for real. I
and
like
that's
Tory, Ross, Nip.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh
I can go
yeah.
on and on.
R.I.P. Nip.
R.I.P. Nip.
You
R.I.P.
already
Nip.
know.
Yeah.
And that's
Like,
real
I'm all
talk.
over the,
Gone far
I'm all
before
over
his
the place,
time.
man. As long as it's good music, man, I can respect it, you know, and I love it, man.
Already.
And that's like that's the key, man. You know what I mean? Like I
Facts.
like what you said. As long as it's good music, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even with the comparison between, you know, older and, you know what I mean, the new generation shit, you know what I mean? If it's good music, a motherfucker can vibe to it.
That's it.
All day.
You know what
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying?
And that's what I was telling people, because when I first started really rocking with B, that's how I knew like he kind of was listening to Drake a little bit, because like I was telling him, man, when I first started listening to Drake, that was back in like 2009. You know what I'm saying? I was, and then next thing you know, I was like, what gave me that vibe with Drake was the fact that when he was coming out, a lot of niggas ain't like, he was saying shit that a lot of niggas weren't saying, bars wise. You know what I'm saying? He was putting a lot of shit together. You know what I'm saying? So when I first started rocking with B, that's when I knew this nigga Pink Game was tough, because I was like, damn, this nigga right here, he's saying a lot of these shits that I ain't heard before, even from, you know what I'm saying, from these dudes. So it was like kind of crazy. So that's just the vibe I got with him. Like I kind of already knew, like, yeah, this little nigga.
You know, I'll be listening to him on my phone, and I had to hit the little swipe button and rewind it home. What did you just say? For real? Straight up.
That's facts. That's facts, man. But yeah, so outside of that, man, just in like, when did you start to feel like your pen game was just right where it needed to be, though?
Man, tell the truth, a little after we linked up, and you know, I was just knocking them out more heavy on a consistent basis, really, because we actually had like a goal in mind. You know, we was trying to actually do something with it. So it went from being more than just like a little hobby I was just doing in like my spare time to like, you know, let me actually go ahead and get some traction going and whatnot. And also that shit turned therapeutic too. So that was the biggest factor for me. So once I got to a point where I was like, for real, I'm not even tripping about the whole getting signed part. You know what I mean? Like, once I'm making this music and like it means something, I mean, you can't lose like that. So once I got to those points, it was on and popping from there. And then
it's a message in every verse, though. You know what I mean?
Sir.
It's like, hey, shit just got real. You know what I mean? Hey, that would have been the point where I started looking at it like a whole lot more seriously. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, okay. I done came across, I done met my homeboy Chuck, you know what I mean? Me and him done linked up. We got B, you know what I'm saying? We done established a team, like, okay, it's real now.
Exactly.
And it's just y'all played a big role in there too, man. Once I linked up with y'all, just seeing the whole staff behind it, you know, the whole team pushing each other and whatnot. So that was even more motivation to fuel the flame too. So
exactly. And that's kind of like the emphasis, like I tell people, when me and AG was talking about this podcast, because it's been in the talk for a little minute, when we started really thinking about it, that was the emphasis of what we wanted to kind of let be known. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about networking, how important networking is, you know what I'm saying? Knowing the people you need to know to help get to where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I can respect about our movement is the fact that it was no hating. Niggas ain't never say anything crazy, never talked around nobody, never did anything. If anything, all we did was just try to keep motivating to keep moving to that next level. You know what I'm saying?
So one win, we all win. That's how we move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even with the extended, you know what I mean, parts of our team. You know what I mean? Everybody's just still in the loop. It's not, ain't no hate, okay, well shit, okay, such doing this, I gotta do that. Nah, hell, you know what I mean? Like you said, when the door opens for one, we're gonna flood the gates. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole focus of it. You know what I mean? And the more platforms that we can have to express ourselves and, you know what I mean, and show what we capable of and what we doing, the better.
Exactly.
We got a lot of people paving the way for us too, doing this thing. So with the music, with the podcast and everything. So
exactly,
it's way more, you know, avenues for everybody to get in where they fit in, man. Make something happen.
Exactly. So with you, B, what's like a collaboration that you really be looking at? Like in terms of, you know what I'm saying, who would you want to work with when you start to get to that point?
Oh shit, all my favorites, man.
Drum roll, please.
Nah, I mean the Drake collab is, you know, that's the cliche thing, but I'll definitely take it because, like I said, I'm a huge Drake fan. That's somebody who I grew up on too. You know what I mean, like I seen it where he actually first came into the game as to where he is now too. So it's weird because it's like I witnessed the beginning and, you know, the superstardom he's at now. Like I said, Tory. I fuck with a lot of Tory as well. Got a lot of artists I'm listening to right now, actually. I just heard that new Party album too. That was fire. So I even like music like that, more on the R&B side, the reggae vibe. You know, I'm from Trinidad as well, so you know my roots is tied in there. So all of that music, you know, I vibe with all of that.
And that's the crazy thing, man, because even thinking back to, you know, say I heard AG, you know what I'm saying, when you talk about the Biggies and all them, you look at dudes like that, and that's how I kind of, I mean, this ain't no bullshit, you know what I'm saying, because it's my man, but I know B got that potential, you know what I'm saying, to have music that has a long-lasting feel. Because when I look at Biggie and all them from way back in those days, you know what I'm saying, Biggie was ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is still, these niggas is still learning. These niggas is still learning how to rap. How this nigga was rapping back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So that's
real deal.
Yeah, so that's the crazy thing. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's a lane for everybody in this shit. But
it is, but at a certain point in time, them lanes they merge. You know what I mean? It's still, you know, no matter what demographic your skill is, you know what I'm saying, you still gotta grab everybody's attention. You still gotta, and you gotta hold their attention. You know what I'm saying? That's why I give B have a nigga hypnotized throughout the whole damn song. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, a couple of times when I worked with him, I was like, damn, I might have to rewrite this shit.
And that's the crazy thing, because when you look at the hip hop culture and what people don't understand sometimes, a lot of the features that we was doing, that y'all two was doing, you know what I'm saying? People forget the vibe when you were able to vibe off each other being in the same vicinity doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things nowadays is through the, you know what I'm saying, through the emails, and everybody got their own studios in the park. But I always felt like the vibe, that's how it was back in that day. That's why you felt the music a little bit more back in the early 90s, for the simple fact that everybody was, you know what, I need to be in that arena with them. You know what I'm saying? It's about
10 niggas in the studio.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? With they pen and pad. Hey, let me hear what you got so far, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Let me hear
it wasn't a bunch of yes men like, yeah, that shit's like, nah, the niggas was like, nah, you need to read. Nah, you might want to tool that up a little bit. You might want to change that up a little bit. So that definitely is I think right now that's what's missing in the game right now. Because it's just a lot of that. Like I said, without songs really being full songs to me, it's like you really can't get a vibe to the new music. I mean, like I said, I listen to everything, but it's hard to get it's a different vibe
for each one of them.
Exactly.
I feel like this with it, like, you know what I mean, if we collabing on a song together, I can't, when you know what I mean, I can hear it, you know what I mean, I can hear your voice, I can hear your, you know what I'm saying, your passion in the music, but it's still just a whole different level of it when we right here. And you know what I mean? I got my pen and pad out. You got your pen and pad out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm seeing you writing it, and you, hey, what this sound like? You know what I mean? It's a whole different vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's like damn near like we perform. It's a performance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It was when we first linked up. I mean, the chemistry was there off the jump too, man. Like niggas was family since day one, man. And after that, as you know, we don't live in the same states, you know, so pretty much I could send an email. You know, I still have that vibe with you, man. I still feel like I am there sometimes, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, it ain't asking being in the same state all the time, but
exactly.
You know, niggas, I don't make it work, you know?
Exactly. So what inspires you, B? What inspired you the most to really just stay hungry to want to continue to fight to really make your mark in this game?
Shoot, inspiration these days, comes from life, man. A lot of life lessons I go through, a lot of things. Fatherhood definitely plays a role in that. Competition, I drive on that too. Like I said, I listen to a lot of music, other than, you know, the people I just named earlier, like the mainstream stuff. I just keep my ear to the street, hear a lot of music. and just sharpens my own sword. When I hear it, I'm like, okay, cool. Let me throw something down, see what I could do. I just go off of what I hear, really. Make better versions of it.
Do you find like maybe motivation, with let's say other local artists, when you hear other local artists perform or when you hear their music, do you find that motivational, or you find like what's your take on that? How does that make you feel as far as your music?
A little bit of both, but to be honest, I more so get upset because I'm like, oh man, a lot of these niggas is trash, but they're in better positions because of clout or numbers wise or like following wise and whatnot. And I don't really chase like the clout and whatnot like that. But followers and fans come, of course, and that's what you want to get to at a certain point where you have enough so you can create some leverage for yourself and put yourself in a better position. But at the same time, you got to have a healthy balance of, standing your ground and, doing it with a purpose and a cause too. So, but
that kind of go back to what we was talking about the other day, Chuck, about when we was talking about Kendrick and J. Cole, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and like the true lyricists, you know what I mean? You take even going back, you know what I mean? Jada, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that are truly underrated because they don't really give a fuck about a following
at all.
Nah. And that's what and the thing is
cold as fuck too. So
exactly. And that's the crazy thing. And what I tell people is it's still a lane for real hip hop in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas like Cole, niggas like Lamar, Kendrick Lamar and them dudes is still selling records. You know what I'm saying?
Zelda now
and that
shit too.
Exactly. So that's why you kind of look at that. And that's why I said, and I was telling AG, I was like, no, it's a reason why I think that Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole collab ain't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, that's too much for niggas right now.
Go over their heads.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, for real. Like, the last, and forgive me because I can't even think of the name of the album, but like, J. Cole, I mean, the depths of which he reached. I was sitting there. Matter of fact, I was sitting there with my homeboy, and I was kind of buzzed. I hadn't even heard it yet, but I'm sitting there listening. I'm like, whoa, hold on, bro. This Cole new shit. He was like, yeah. I was like,
Yeah, music that make you do that, man. That's greatness right there.
Yeah, it is.
Facts. So B, have you ever experienced, you know what I'm saying, writer's block at any given moment during your time of just making music?
I do because I do so much writing all the time. It was actually a fear of mine at first. I was like, man, I feel like one day I'm gonna run out of shit to say, but then life happens and then you right back in the game. But no, that used to be a definitely big fear of mine. But you just give us some time. You just need some me time for real. Just step aside from all the music shit for real, and then
especially with the worry of sounding redundant.
Right,
Facts.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Redundancy should be the biggest fear of any artist. I don't want to keep saying the same shit over and over and over.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they talking about with your boy, the baby, right now. You know what I mean? Talking about
the same,
yeah, everything is the same. Like, and then just not even with him himself. Hell, most of these cats, like the baby, little baby. All them babies and shit, you know what I mean? But all these niggas sound the same, like, you know what I mean? That's one thing I give the older culture, you know what I mean? It was about, identification itself. You know what I mean? This is me. This is what I'm talking about. I ain't worried about what he talking about. You know what I mean? Just because his shit selling don't mean that I'm going to try to, mimic him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think all that mimicking shit just really came out, you know what I mean? T-Pain started that movement with the auto-tune and that didn't just like it was just I think it just kind of went downhill from that point. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's more so just a change, in my opinion, just with the culture of where we at today. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much going on when you talk about social media. It's so much shit going on week to week. So it's really hard to kind of see artists today, in my opinion, kind of making timely music for the simple fact that we living in moments right now. So sometimes it's about just a moment because, don't get me wrong, I respect them dudes and I like some of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Lil Baby, all I like and rock some of this shit, especially like you talking about straight club music, just going out to hang and shit like that. Especially when you got a beat in the whip, niggas be thumping.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You want bop,
Yeah, so it's definitely tough. It's just the fact that I think today music is made for the way we are today. You know what I'm saying? Everything is fly by now and what's going on right now, what's trending right now, what's this, what's that. You know what I'm saying? And so I can't even know, because I was actually looking at something that somebody was talking about with Drake and his little Tootsie Slide joint, and people was like, why Drake making shit like that? I said, no, Drake understand, he has longevity in this game because he understands moments in the culture. You know what I'm saying? And he understand like shit. Sometimes you gotta give motherfuckers that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was saying with B.
But Drake has a talented way of kind of combining that. You know what I mean? He'll bring some of the new trend and shit in and combine it with, you know what I mean, some old shit and make it a, you know what I mean, a solid track though.
Exactly.
He'll get back to the bars just to remind niggas if they need
if they need to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real
and
thing.
But even like the Baby and all them people you was just naming as well, man. Music is just like a lick for a lot of these niggas, man. Like some of them even came out like in interviews saying, you know, they don't even like to rap for real. You know what I mean? But it come with a check, so
yeah.
That's what the game came down to. So like Blueface, all of them niggas saying, you know, they ain't rappers. They don't care about rap. You know what I mean? But if it got a check in it, that's what they on. So.
And them niggas I can't respect. You know what I mean? Not with, you know.
That's what make you mad as a lyricist though, because it's like
it does.
You actually have passion for it, and it's like, man, they just giving these checks away to niggas who don't even want this shit for real.
Straight up. My thing was, you know what I mean? I'm a lover of words. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, hell, when I even started out, you know what I mean? It was with poetry. It wasn't even rap. You know what I mean? I used to write poems. Hell, you know what I mean? I write a girl a poem in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But it was just it's the creativity of capturing these words and formulating something to put a vision in somebody else's head.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I respect the culture as a whole. You get what I'm saying? But of course I do cater more to my old school, but that's my age group and everything like that. But at the same time, I respect what these young boys are doing, because at the end of the day, shit is just a hustle for everybody.
It is. You know it is.
So they just try and get it. So I ain't even mad at them. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and matter of fact, Soulja Boy, the one that, you know what I mean, proved that the best. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
He was doing this thing with it.
Me personally, you know, I respect his hustle. I respect his grind. I'm not a Soulja Boy fan, you know what I mean? But I respect his hustle and his grind. He showed motherfuckers that, hey, this is a hustle. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah,
and it really shout out to him for, you know what I'm saying, making the whole virtual and online and, you know what I'm saying, YouTube and all of that to get yourself popping. He opened the doors for all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. And this, just to kind of get back to people, that's what I just rapping over the way shit is, like niggas still showing niggas that they got bars. And that's one thing. How you feel about that, B? Because, you know, it's been times I used to have conversations with you about like, damn, nigga, sometimes you might have to dummy that shit down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that that's what niggas is listening to. You know what I'm saying? You can't really speak too much. But I know for you, sometimes get a little hard because you like, shit, I want to show these niggas I can really do this shit. You know
for sure, because that simple shit, it ain't even fun for real. But I mean, like I said, I dabble in, you know, both here and there as well. But you got to have a healthy balance, because I ain't really on that type of vibe all the time, you know. I ain't trying to come off as no mumble rapper. But at the same time, everybody don't want to be hearing that miracle shit all the time, lyrical miracle shit. So, you know.
It's the nature of the game.
Depends on what you're doing it for and what type of song you're making too. So.
You already know.
It's a balance.
Yeah, that's it.
I think
real talk.
It was somebody said to me one time, it's like, man, you can't put a message in every verse. I said, shit, yeah, I can. but I can add a bop to that motherfucker though. You know what I'm saying? I can use some of my lesser vocabulary terms with it. You know what I mean?
There you go, yeah.
Message in there.
Exactly. So B, man, what's some of the you know what I'm saying? What plugs you got right now? What's some of the new shit you got coming out right now?
Shit, I got an album coming. Once this quarantine shit finishes up, it's gonna be called Yesterday Was a Long Time Ago. So that's been what I've been working on for like a while. I got Libra Season out right now. That should be out streaming everywhere. And I just released a new song called Bullshit. So it actually should be out whenever this drops. Y'all can check it out. Let me know what y'all think.
Matter of fact, we about to give him a little snippet right now, man. Here you go,
Yes,
right
sir.
here. So here go a little something from B, man, called Bullshit. Something new he just dropped today. Give y'all a little bit of it right now.
Copy it.
All right, here you go.
You just need a real one. Nah, you just wanna feel something. Said you tired of feeling numb. Insurance probably high with all those hit and runs. I know the shit was fun, but you be feeling dumb when that shit is done. Like they played with you. Now you played yourself. Stop going to church. Would you thought you was gonna save yourself? Maybe if you did, I'd sleep good when I'm at your crib. Knowing not too many dudes know where you live. It's a crazy world. It's crazier when you give birth to a baby girl. Type of shit that make you wanna grow and change your world. And wanna change your ways to live a better life. And stop fucking with bitches you know you never wife. It's something about the game. A lot of dudes can hear this shit and they relate, but I got they change. And who am I? I'm niggas. Who am I? I'm niggas. Here you go with that bullshit. You come here with all of these problems.
Got our little assist with the vocals as well.
Oh, word? Oh, I ain't know that. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she hopped in the room, heard me. I was like, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so as our peoples can see, you know what I'm saying, real talk.
Pure unadulterated talent.
We ain't lying. We ain't co-signing him just because, you know what I'm saying. Nah, he definitely a problem for real.
Healthy balance of both. You know what I mean?
That boy bad.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, brother.
Chuck, you already know, but the people don't even know. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I had no clue on how to record a freaking nothing. Nothing.
And that's what people. Let me go ahead. Go ahead, plug that. Plug that. What he can do.
Man, look. When I tell you, when we flew out there to DC, you know what I mean, for that video, we was over folks' house. And B came through. Hey, he had the mobile studio. You know what I'm saying?
Put the laptop in the closet.
Oh, everything. We was in the closet with it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and then knocked out about 3-4 songs. I was like, "What the hell? Hey, just show me how to do this shit." Exactly. He gave me the script. You know what I mean? Hey, this is what you need. Boom, boom, boom.
Teach your man how to fish. You know what I'm
saying? I went to Best Buy the next day before we even flew back to. You know what I mean? Came back to the city. Had my whole little setup. You know what I'm saying?
That's real, man. A lot of people don't understand that shit. All this shit, that shit I just played, he did that shit himself. He put it all together, engineered everything himself, man.
Mix.
See that shit, man. All day, every day. So again,
and my man tattooing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I said. B, go ahead and plug everything you doing, man.
When you got a love for everything, man, like you just want to keep improving, making yourself better. Like I had a love for music, wrote it down and whatnot. So it's like, damn, once I found out you could record on your own, just wanted to get better at doing that. You know, my production got up there, as you see, like from when we first started to like now where the production is and everything is
crazy.
It's crazy. Same thing with the tatting. I'm just like an artistic nigga, man. Like I've been drawing all my life, started tattooing on myself. We in the shop right now too, so
you already know.
Speaking of that, I still got to get I got all this shit covered. I still got to get my stomach and my back done. So I might have to just go fly.
Town, man.
Hey, I'm gonna make a trip specifically for that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Well, I got one already. I got it tattooed already.
Yeah, my man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, well, shit, I gotta get branded.
Yeah, you already know, man.
I'm behind. I gotta get branded.
You know
he's doing everything. Go ahead, plug your social media, man. Let everybody know how to get in contact. You can
follow me on IG, that boy B DMV. I got my tattoo page. It's You Do Tattoos, and yeah, that's where I'm at, man. Everybody can find me there.
Already,
BMNP.
man. Yes, sir.
You'll also be able to find him on any Big Money No Problems platform.
Everything.
Our YouTube page. We'll have his music on our SoundCloud page. Any other platform that we open up. The Big Money No Problems Facebook and Instagram page is coming very soon. Probably,
yes, sir.
maybe within the next week. It'll have old to new. You know
All
what I mean?
day. All day, all day.
We will keep everyone abreast.
Already.
Yes, first of many to come, man.
You already know. Well,
hey, but let me ask both of y'all a question real quick.
Go ahead.
Back in 2000, you know what I mean? Between 2010 and 2013, would y'all have ever thought that we'd be like right here doing this right now?
Hell nah. Straight up. And the crazy thing is, just a funny story before we go ahead and end this thing. I was cool because from the military thing, you know what I'm saying? Your boy used to do the military thing for about 9 years.
True.
Shout out
Salute,
to the truth.
salute.
But I met AG through, like they were saying, our boy Folks. And I was cool with Folks before AG. But the crazy thing is, when we linked, you know what I'm saying? And Folks, he's still our man, still everything like that. But as they say, real recognize real. And at the end of the day, man, me and AG just got real close off of that. So it's just crazy. We've been rocking for like about 8-9 years since. You know what I'm saying? And everything has been everything.
I mean, what they say, common ground has a heavy, you know what I mean, a heavy definition.
Hey,
man, what?
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? It's weird. You know what I mean? You never know who your day ones are. Your day ones ain't your day ones from day one. You know what I mean? Your day ones are the ones that your movement, your journey. You know what I'm saying? Those who you started your journey with. You know, them are your day ones. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, you know, I'm looking at y'all like brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Already know. Like I said, man,
I ain't never been down there yet, man. I had Naptown on my verses, man. Y'all embrace me like that, man.
Hey.
You know, I just recently adopted the name Ileana Jones. You know, I'm back and forth. You know, I'm in Chicago. I'm back in Chicago now. You know what I'm saying? I'm Chicago, Indianapolis, Gary. You know what I mean? I'm just all through it. You know.
Yes,
you already know. But nah, man. But yeah, thanks, B, man. We appreciate you, man, for showing love, man.
Sure, bro. Only way up, man.
You already know, man.
We looking forward to you being back out here frequently.
You already know.
Yes, sir. New shit coming.
New shit every time.
Send y'all that first.
You already know, man. Well, we want to thank the peoples, man. Thank our supporters. You know what I'm saying? Our new family coming in as we start to really put this all out there. We want to welcome everybody in, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Check us out, man. We gonna it's straight to the point. Everything's a topic. You know what I mean? No topic is left undiscussed. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's what, from the nigga appeal.
You already know, man. But yeah, we wanna keep putting this content out, man. We're gonna be doing something every Sunday. That's when you're looking for these. You know what I'm saying? Everything is gonna be dropping. We doing what we doing, man, and just stay with us, man. Stay with us, support us. We'll keep dropping content, man, every week. You know what I'm saying? Just something for the people to hear. You already know.
Please give feedback. Yep. Please give feedback.
Please do, man. That's the only way. That's the only way we
welcome it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Whether negative or positive, man, we with it. You know what I'm saying? Through and through.
Yes, yeah.
You already know, man.
Criticism, what they call it. And you will start getting advertisements. I'm going to make sure because I'm going to flood your timelines.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, thank you. Appreciate y'all coming out. Appreciate Pete for showing that love, man. One love, everybody. Yeah, we're Stay blessed and stay safe, man. I'll let y'all folks later.